toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It works so well.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the move at the 30. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Turner. Blasted as he lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Shakes off the defender. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Rushes on him. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Under fire. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The give from the gun. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off-play action on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for space. It's ball. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Williams looking for a man. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And the pass is complete. Less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll give it to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with full.
Breaks into the open, running through contact. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. On the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Williams will pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of... And this offense is threatening.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Williams looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try it over the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Turner. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. There is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Gophers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by just 2 over SMU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looking downfield, it's Turner. Caught behind the line, it's Wilson. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Gators have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Complete on the shuffle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the bench. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He's in for the touchdown. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Jake.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Lost one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Here's a heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. You can't take negative plays at this point.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking down the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.